What's good? Welcome everybody to another episode of the Gamer Show. I'm one of your hosts, Fred Y. Mike C is at work. Hey, so you saw the title of the stream. So thank you for everybody who's watching on Facebook, Twitch TV, and YouTube. Now today what I'm going to do, since I'm off a little early, is I'm going to educate the public about streaming. Now I know I said I had a show planned for Saturday, but we're still going to do, Sunday, we're still going to do that at 2 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. We're just going to go through OBS. Right now, I'm going to just show you some of the equipment that you might want to invest in if you want to do this type of work. Before I start, man, I'd like to give a shout out to them folks over at KastAway. Hey, KastAway launched yesterday. What they do is they sell home good items and an assortment of items that you can go pick up if you're local to the DMV, or you can get it sent to you. Now they have everything from home decor and outside stuff like coolers and gun racks and things like that. Y'all should go check them out. The link is in the description below, so y'all go check them folks out. Tell them that the Game Show sent you. Show them some big love, man. Support these black businesses. Also, Spliff City. I did not put that in the lower comments or the description, but Spliff City, they sell 420 apparel. So if you're into 420, man, go over to Spliff City. I will put the link in the description at the end of this broadcast. But KastAway and Spliff City, man, y'all want to go and check these folks out. So today we are doing cut this off. And hold on. Yeah, my bad. This is what you get when you're running a full production company by yourself. All right. So we want to start off with a little snippet of what we're going to be doing, what we're going to be talking about. Okay. Let me just drag one of these over here. So what we're going to be talking about today is products, hardware that you need for streaming, doing this. Now, whether you want to do this for your church or if you want to do this as just for a project for yourself, it's nice to know how to do it and if you want to do it and if you want to spend this type of money doing it. Now, I'm going to try to go with the most budget friendly cost to do so. But with the items that I give you, you can also upgrade to a more better product. So I'll introduce you to a product, and if you feel that you can afford something a little bit more, then go ahead and knock yourself out, as long as it does what the minimum requirements of streaming does. Okay, so the reason why I do this is because of the simple fact, when I first started out streaming, yes, I was a videographer, but it's a difference between videographers and streamers. Okay, some streamers don't know how to edit videos and know how to do a lot of stuff with video work, and some videographers may not know how to stream. In my case, I'm a very vast learner and I like to be independent on all the stuff that I do, so I try to keep stuff in-house as much as possible so I don't have to outsource. If I do outsource, they're good people that I know. That's the only time that I outsource things that need to be done. But if you see right now, I got the Amazon page pulled up. That's because all the stuff that I'm going to recommend to you streaming wise would come primarily from Amazon, and you can get, if you have Prime like I do, you can probably get this stuff the next day. And it all surrounds this software. And y'all got to be patient with me. Even though I'm a PC technician, I still don't know how to type at all. I'm still a one finger dollar. You know what I'm saying? But it surrounds buy this, right? And then let me go to Restream. So I'm not really going to get into any of these um, because this is what I use, okay? How I'm broadcasting out to the internet, I'm broadcasting using this software. Now, as you can see, that this software can be used on a multitude of applications. You can use it with a Windows-based operating system. You can use it on a Mac operating system, and you can also use it on Linux. So there's 3 different ways that you can use this platform. Okay, as you see here, this is just a loop of what you're seeing right now. This is called Restream. What Restream allows you to do is it allows you to connect all your social media outlets to this, and then you will go to OBS, you will put in the information that you need, and now you're streaming to 3 different platforms. Like I said, right now I'm streaming on YouTube, I'm streaming on Facebook, and I'm streaming on Twitch. And if I want to add more, I can do so. So if you're going to be a streamer and you want to stream on multiple platforms, this software paired with OBS is what you need. That's what you start out with, okay? So Restream.io and OBS, okay? And when you're in OBS, this is what it looks like. OBS is sequentially, if you have the OBS software, then you have like $1 million production studio as far as the software requires. Only thing you need to do is to add hardware to this, and you can do TV shows. Basically, you could do anything that you want to, multiple camera angles, all that stuff. This is a full-fledged TV production studio or streaming production studio. And the good thing about it is it's absolutely free, 100% free. So is Restream. So I don't want to get into that because I'm getting into that Sunday. So again, Restream and OBS are the 2 softwares that you want to invest in. Both of them are free. Restream allows you to stream to multiple platforms, such as you can even stream to MySpace if you want to. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it allows you to do. You parent that software with OBS, and you use this as your main streaming out to the internet. I'll show you before we go any further, but it's going to be a major loop. So this is OBS. This is what I'm using to stream out to the internet. Okay, so this is what I'm using, OBS. All right, and y'all, all of my stuff, all my classes are free. But if this helps you in any way, if you want to donate, man, just go to the Cash app, and you know what I'm saying, drop 50 cents, drop a quarter, drop $1, whatever it is. You know what I'm saying. It all goes back to bringing you more content like this. So let's jump right into it without no further ado. So the main thing that you're going to need is a PC or a laptop. Now you have to figure which one would you prefer? Which one is more comfortable in your setting? Well, a PC would will probably be better if you're going to be stationary the whole time. If you're not planning on moving nothing, no equipment. You set your equipment up, bam, you have a PC right there, right? If you're going to be a mobile person, say if you want to stream a wedding or some type of event this summer, well, you're going to want to have a laptop. A laptop is more portable, but with a laptop, for the setup that you may need, you need multiple monitors, just like you do with a PC. So that will cut down some of the cost on carrying this bulky item with all the rest of the accessories like a mouse and a keyboard and all that other stuff. So, hold on, I gotta turn the fan on. I gotta. All right, I'm back. So I had to turn the fan on for a second. All right, so let's get back into it. So, like I said, if you depend on how your setup is going to be. Are you going to be mobile? Then a laptop would be a lot better. If you're going to be stationary, then the PC would be better. The benefits of having the PC is that you could do internal parts, like if you're doing video games, stuff like that. Well, you need to capture that. That footage. So you may want to go to a PC. It's a little bit better than doing an external capturing cards, but either way, that'll work. You want to reduce less clutter on your desk. So let's look at some PCs. So and we'll go with gaming PCs. All right. So, in order to do this, in order to stream, your PC, whether it be a Mac or a PC, which I would prefer to stream on a PC, even though I don't like PCs, I prefer a Mac. That's what I do my edits on. That's what I do my animation on. Um, they're more reliable in my case, right? I haven't gone out and got the new M1 Mac. So, that's pretty good. But all the experience that I had trying to stream on the Mac has always been bad. So I don't know what it is about a Mac, about streaming. Some people don't have a problem with it and other people's do. But in order to stream, and you got to write this down. All right. I give you a second to get you a pen or a sheet of paper. Boom, seconds up. In order to stream, your PC must meet the minimal requirements to stream. Now, it must have a real fast processor, like a AMD. Well, I'm not even going to say AMD right now because I don't deal with AMD. I deal with Intel. And I don't know anything about AMD. AMD is in my PlayStation 5 and it's in my Xbox Series X and S. I don't know anything about that. I know they're good with gaming. I don't know anything about AMD processors. So your processor that I would recommend, if you get any one of these gaming PCs, it's no problem. I guarantee you there's no problem. But the minimum requirement to do any stream, if you're going Intel side, you must have anything over an i7. Okay, there starts with i3, which is not good for streaming, an i5, which is okay for streaming, an i7, which is the best, and an i9 is overkill, more that you need, but you rather have that. I would rather have an i9 than the i7. I'll get better quality. You would need at least 64 gigs of RAM. Okay, 64 gigs of RAM, and you would need a hard disk space. I would say over a terabyte. Okay, 512. Now, when you start getting heavy into streaming, depending on what files and stuff that you use and everything that you put inside that OBS software, where you're going to start to run out of space if you have a lot of stuff in there. That's why I say a terabyte, 1 terabyte. 520 is good, or even 250 gig drive is good. As long as that computer, that 250 gig hard drive computer, is only going to stream. Okay? If you all have any questions, just post them and I'll try to get to them as soon as I can. So you want to get something, well, 32 or 64. It doesn't matter. See this PC right here? It has 32 gigs of RAM. It has a 512 SSD. That's the hard disk space. And then it has a 1 terabyte of, I guess, hard drive space. So it has 2 hard drives in it. It has SSD and it has 1 terabyte hard drive. And it has 32 gigs of RAM. Okay. So I wouldn't go with 8. I would never go with 8 during the streaming because depending on if you're running Windows 11 or something else, Windows takes a lot of that RAM. So that's what I would say, like 64 gigs, even 16 gigs of RAM, I really wouldn't do. Um, let's look at this computer right here. Now, this is a Dell computer. It is an i7 processor, like I said before, and it has 16 gigs of RAM and 128 SSD. Okay, pretty good. I don't know what Windows. Oh, okay, it's running Windows 10, so that's pretty good. I would recommend something like that. And this is $427.49. So, let's see if I can look at any of the innards of it. I can't tell what's in this. Usually Dells are really proprietary, and there's not that much that you can do with them. Okay. I see that it does have USB ports. I see at least 2 USB ports. I see 2 displays. I see one HDMI and I see one display port. And I see the internal sound card, the onboard sound card. I see Ethernet jack. So this would be your bare bone system. Oh, 2 terabyte hard drive as well. I don't know. That's cheap. That's really cheap. Wireless Wi-Fi. So with this, you would always want to go hardwired. You never want to go wireless while you're streaming. You can, but if you have a lot of stuff hooked up to it, I don't think you want to. Don't go wireless. Just point blank. Don't go wireless. You always want to go wired. You always want to go wired. Never go wireless while you're streaming. Okay. So this is pretty good. And I just walked right into that. So let's type here PC. PC streaming. Okay. The PC is going to run you. Let's round this off, y'all. Let's say 430. So $430. Now, let's look at the laptop. Again, if y'all have any questions, just go ahead and post them, and I'll try to get to them as soon as possible. While I'm doing that, y'all go stop at Spliff City, go get you some 420 apparel, and you can go over to KastAway, where you can get you some nice home goods and various assortment of items for your home or outdoor, or just go check them out. KastAway is in the link below. And Spliff City, if he comes in here, he can give y'all his link, but I didn't put it in there. Sorry about that, Mike. I will do it at the end of the show. Okay, so let's go for a gaming laptop. And also reason why I do this is because this is therapeutic for me. You know what I'm saying? I'm going through a lot right now, and what helps me out is giving information to others. All you that know me personally knows what I'm going through, and this kind of relaxes me, giving this information out to the public. Okay. So we have, and I jumped right into one. It's an i7. See, it's an i7. Let's see what else this laptop has to offer. Okay. USB-C type is always good. 16 gigs of RAM, Windows 10, and this is probably upgradable to Windows 11. So I'm going to say this one. And damn, let me put the links in here too. And I gotta go back and get that other link. So this is about, I'll say $980. I'm just rounding it off. 980. Later I will post these links in the description. Okay. Okay. So we already discussed the laptop. I don't want to go backwards because y'all know how I am. I'm like a cat with the string. I get distracted very easily and start talking about something else. So, with this one it's pretty good for streaming. And the reason why I say that is because it has an i7 processor. It has 16 gigs of RAM, which is okay. I would still prefer something like 32 because if you're sticking with Windows 10, and Windows 10 eats up a lot of this RAM, okay? And then you don't have any room to do anything else as far as like streaming and stuff like that. But Windows 10, as long as you keep it like Windows 10 base and not upgrade to Windows 11, I think you can pass with this. So, plus it has the USB-C connections on the side of it. Okay. So, one thing that I found, and I'm going to get myself, I put it in my basket. Excuse me, y'all. This is my personal stuff that I was looking at to get. Oh, definitely gotta get those. Okay. Yes, I am getting this jacket. I am. Okay. $88.50. Yeah. And the reason why I'm getting this jacket is because when I wear this jacket, I want you to beat it. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of me saying something without saying something. See, there I go getting distracted again. All right. So this is a pretty good item, right? Now, when you stream, you're going to need a couple of monitors, right? Your monitors, you want to be able to see what you're doing. Then you have a monitor to view your chats, and then you may have another monitor for something else. Now, my setup, I have 3 monitors. I'm viewing what I'm seeing on my desktop, and if I look over to my right, which is probably seeing y'all left, I'm looking over to my right, and I'm seeing the chats. So if anybody chats in YouTube or Facebook or Twitch, I can see all that, and I can quickly respond versus me doing this on the phone. You know what I'm saying? So, and I think this price went up because I saw it for like $160 something. I guess I'll wait for it to go back on Prime. Okay. So this is a monitor. This is a portable monitor. And what you can do is you can hook this up to your either laptop or your desktop if you don't have a lot of room on your desk or wherever you have your setup at, and you can view your chats or do whatever it is that you need to do. But when you stream, it's ideal to have multiple monitors. Okay? It's ideal to have multiple monitors. So I'll put this on here because this is the one that I was planning on getting. But it went up in price. And right now I'm not looking to buy any more equipment because I gotta move. I gotta make. So I'm trying to save up all the little money I can. So 210. I would say 210. Now, um, I'll put mobile. Okay. The reason why I said mobile is because if you're gonna do this with a laptop, your laptop only has one screen. If you're gonna do this with a stationary monitor, then you would want to go with something else. And I'm quite sure we can find a monitor that's cheaper than $209. Let's see. 139. Here's one for $100. 20-inch. Okay, so that's $100. Okay, so all right. So if you want to go with the PC, you would go with the PC. If you want to go with the laptop, I say that all wrong. If you want to go with the PC, you just want to get some external monitors. If you go with the laptop, you can go with the either mobile monitors or the stationary monitors. The reason why I like the mobile monitors is because they're small and they're portable. I mean, you can hook these up to your PC as well, but if you want to kind of make your stream desk unison, so you want to get that same type of monitor all across. Okay, so you may be using one monitor if you're going to do video game streams. You may be using that one monitor to hook your Xbox or PlayStation or your Atari or whatever device that you have. You're going to use that monitor to hook that up to. That's why I have a series of 3 monitors. Now, all of my monitors are mismatched. I have one PlayStation TV monitor. I have this little cheap TV. And then I have this Dell monitor right here. So my stuff is all mixed up all over the place. But I can, when I do my streams, if I do video games, I'll just hook my stuff up to my PlayStation TV monitor, and then I'll use my other monitors as the main thing so I can see everything. So that's it. So this stuff I will put in the description after it's over. I'll put it in the chat at the end of everything, so y'all can go to those links and buy your stuff if you want to. Okay. So now that we got the monitors out of the way, let's go with a good microphone. Now, this could be kind of tricky. If you're a soloist, meaning, you know what the meaning is, if you're just doing this stuff by yourself, well, you just want to get a mic that's going to cover you. And the mic that I recommend is the Blue Yeti. Now, this is an excellent mic. This is the mic that I am currently using right now. And you can hear me clearly, I hope. And it's a USB condensed microphone. So, this is the one that I'm currently using as of right now. And this has a lot of different options on it. I can use this one microphone to do an interview if somebody's sitting across from me, and I'll just put it in the middle so it has bi-directional recording. It has, or then you can put it on the setting where it blocks the both sides and the back. I mean, this microphone does wonders. Okay, so it's the Blue Yeti microphone, but I'm just going to go with this one because later on down the line you may want to interview somebody. Maybe I'm not sure. Or if you don't, that's fine. I don't know anything about this mic because I don't have it. But if it'll save you some money, I'll go ahead and put this one down. And this is pretty cool right here. Not this one. Okay. You know what? I'm going to recommend this one. And the reason why I recommend this one, put that in the shopping cart. The reason why I'm recommending this one is because of the stuff that I see in here. And it's totally awesome. You have your regular microphone. You have your arm, your boom arm. You have this thing, which some people may not know what this is. And you have this thing. Some of y'all may not know what it is. This is called a shock mount. And what this does is if somebody bumps into your desk, you see that? You hear that? If I had a shock mount if I had this hooked up on the shock mount, you wouldn't hear that. This takes care of the vibrations. So if you bump into the mic, you won't hear the vibrations at all. This is what we call a pop stopper. Some people may call it something different, but this stops it cushions some of the words that people use, like with the P's, like you won't hear that if you have this pop stopper in. That's why when you look at this picture, it's in front of her mouth. It's in front of the mic, and that prevents you from saying certain words that will raise a spike in your audio level. Now, if that's raising a spike in the audio level, and sometimes you may not be able to hear me a couple of seconds after I. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to recommend this one. Now, when you look at your Blue Yeti mic, if you don't want all this stuff, you can just go ahead for one of these, the one for 120 or the one for 79. You know, depending on how deep you can reach in your pockets, right? And the boom arm is great if you have a desk and you want your microphone out of the way. This prevents it. You know, you can roll it back or do whatever. You can get it out the way so it doesn't be in the way of either your camera or your monitor while you're playing games. But if you that's nice. Oh, that's real nice. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and put that in the shopping cart too. All right. Oh, the windsock. This is more of like a pop stopper. I'll go ahead and put that in there too. It's only $7. Oh. I can just get that. Okay. Oh, so I don't have to get all that extra stuff. Limited time deal. Oh, I'm gonna have to get this. All right, so let's go back. I'm gonna buy that stuff after I get off because I don't want my credit card information being. I can't buy it. I'm saving up to get something else. Saving up for this move, so I can't do that. I'll get it when I move. All right, so microphone, Blue Yeti. You need a microphone. So let's go with this microphone. Okay, let's go with the cheaper version. See, I don't know all that this does, and I don't want to recommend something that I have not myself used. It looks like it has an XLR feed on it from the picture. No. Oh no, that wasn't XLR. That's just hooked up to. Okay, so I'll go with this one. So, in any situation, whether you're going with a laptop or a desktop, you're going to need a microphone. Okay. You don't want to rely on the microphone that's coming from your video capturing device because it's going to suck. Right. Well, this is the caveat on that. You say, hey, I'm doing a podcast with multiple people. How am I going to get every person in there, mic'd up? How am I going to do that? Well, got a solution for you. Instead of the mic, you can do a mixer. See, audio. And I got the perfect. See how I just said perfect and it spiked? If I had a pop stopper in front of here, like well, it's right there. It's when I do voiceovers. So I can't show you unless I turn the camera around. But if I remember, I'll show you with the pop stopper. Well, yeah, I just showed y'all. So you want multiple inputs of you want multiple inputs of audio. So you can use this device that I got. It's called a Live Track. Oh. Okay. So this is the one that I have, the Live Track L8. Now, this particular mixer, this is one that I have. This is a pretty good one. And what stands out about this mixer, if you notice, you see like a little phone icon right there that says 7 and 8. Well, what this mixer does is you can plug up your cell phone and you can interview people. And as long as that audio is coming through this mixer, they can hear that person on that phone without you having to do a lot of rerouting and wires and things like that. I do have this mixer. It's kind of complicated to hook up. But the thing that I always forget when I hook this mixer up is that I'm outputting USB. So you have to go inside the settings right here, and you have to tell it that it's USB device, not the analog. Analog is this right here. This is what an analog system is. Analog, right here. These are analog feeds. So your audio will be coming out of this if you decide to use it analog. And what you would do is you will hook these master outs to the your PC, and then inside of the OBS software, you would tell that audio software where that audio will be coming from, and it's very easy. But this is also portable. This is ran on batteries, believe it or not. So you can have a totally isolated streaming atmosphere without having to run wires, which I would not recommend, but it is plausible. So this one right here, this one actually comes with headphones, microphones. It comes with everything. But you don't need all of that. If you just wanted to get the Live Track 8, let me see if there's something just by itself. There's a lot of other mixers here, like this one per se, but I don't know about this because I've never used it. I mean, it's nice. It's a Tascam 8-track digital board, so you can record on this, or you can hold up. No, it doesn't. Yeah, it does. But I know nothing about this, so we're going to stick with the Live Track 8. L8. Seeing all these bundles. I'm not seeing anything individually. No, that's only 2. I'm not seeing anything by itself, which I wonder why. I wonder why they're not just selling it. Let me type in Zoom. Okay, here we go. So it's $4.49. Which is not that bad if you add this mic. And this is an XLR Phantom Power mic, I'm quite sure. So this is if you're going to do multiple audio sources. So say if you are a DJ and you have somebody hosting the show, you know, like my guys over there at the Beltway Blast Mix Show. I don't know if they're still doing it or not because Ty moved to Florida. But when they were doing that, they had like a guest host, and you know he was speaking and you know being the hype man. But then they were routed into a mixer, which went inside the computer or the laptop. So if you're having more than one audio source, meaning if you're going to be speaking and you're going to have guest speakers, you might want to go with something like this. And again, this is the live track, the Zoom Live Track L8. So 500 and they went up. So 548.99. I would say let's just round it off to 550. Now, remember, y'all, if you're going to be doing a solo venture, you don't need this audio mixer. You don't need this. If you're doing something by yourself, whether you're being like Steph Chef, she has one of my good friends on Facebook. She cooks a lot and she makes fantastic meals, which you still owe me that crab cake that you were supposed to give me. Hint, hint. Um, she preparates a lot of different meals, and I approached her one day about starting the show, and then COVID hit, and there we are. So instead of doing all this stuff on your cell phone, you can do this stuff with this type of material that I'm showing you all here today. But if you have more than one guest speaker besides yourself, or you want to include a multitude of different audio devices, DJs, or whatever, then you would need a mixer. You would need a mixer for that. If you're doing just on the solo dolo, you don't need no mixer. If you're doing like video games, streaming and stuff like that, you could just get away with just that mic. All right. So to recapture what we just been through, you got your PC, which would be $430, which I have the link here that I'll post. All this stuff that I will post. Then you have your laptop. Now, the difference between that is if you're stationary, you want to go ahead and get yourself a desktop. Okay. If you're going to be mobile, then you might want to consider a laptop. Now, with the monitors, every streamer has more than one monitor. You can't just stream with one monitor. Okay. If you're going to be mobile with it, you can get this monitor that, and I'll put this in the description too. It's about $210. If you're going to be stationary, you can get another monitor, that's just going to stay on your desk, no problems. And you could probably find it cheaper than that. You can probably go into Costco's or BJ's and get a small little TV. As long as it has an HDMI port on it, then you can use it. It's no problem. Microphone, just like me. Some of the shows are just solo dolo. It's not me and Mike all the time. When we do some of the shows, him and I do it. We used to do it in each other's presence, but since the social distancing, we've been streaming from his spot to my spot. And when I do these type of shows, I'm just by myself, so I don't need a lot of monitors. Although I do have this unit here. And I use this I used to use it primarily when I went out and did like weddings or football games or any, other stuff in that nature. So if I had more than one person I was doing, that would be my solution, the mixer. Okay. All right. So we got the laptops, desktops, we got the monitors, we got the microphones. So we got sound. Now, what about video? Okay. Now, you right now may have something in your house that you can use for video, and you may not even know it. Okay. Now, if you have a DSLR, 9 times out of 10, if it's like a T something or whatever, if it's not a professional DSLR, then more than likely you're not going to be able to use it. Right? You can use it, but the problem is you're gonna have that little green box in the middle of the of your picture. Now, what I can recommend to you is a USB webcam, and for that I will go Logitech. Why is my Now, any of these cameras would do fine. The reason why I say that is because I'm looking at this right here, 1080p. Okay, that's the resolution. 1080. Now, when we get to Sunday, I'm going to tell you why you should get a 1080p, but not streaming 1080p. Any USB camera that does 1080p, 30 frames per second, is a good streaming camera. Now, this one right here is a 720p camera. Would never recommend this because this is going to get downgraded even more with 720. You want a high quality camera, right? Now, if you have a camcorder, if you all have camcorders out there that has an HDMI feed and it's clean, meaning that you can hook your camcorder up to your TV and you don't see none of the readings you see on your screen, like the date and time and any other information that you see on that screen. If you hook it up to your TV, hey, what's up, Abby? Just products that you use for streaming. So if you have any camcorder that does that, what you can do is you can use your camcorder, but you're going to have to use a capturing device to hook up to your computer. So for instance, I'll show you this. Now, this is a capturing device, right? I got this from Amazon. It was like $20 or something like that. I forget how much it was, but it was very inexpensive. And what you can do is you can hook this up to your computer because it has an HDMI feed in it. And you can hook any HDMI source up to this, whether it be a PlayStation, an Xbox, or whatever. But if you have a camcorder that has a clean HDMI feed, then you can hook this thing up and you could use that. Now, if you want to go on the more professional side, this right here is called the ATEM switcher. Okay. This right here is a professional source. This is what people use when you're watching TV programs, things like that. It has 4 different HDMI feeds in. And I use this when I'm doing, when I used to do weddings and stuff like that. So I have 4 different camera angles I can hook onto this. Now, I don't really use this one anymore because I have the one that has 8 ports, right? So you see 8 you see 5 ports on here. You have 4 inputs and 1 output. And the 1 HDMI output you will hook up to your monitor so you can see everything that's hooked up to your camera. All right. Yeah. These are the professional stuff that I got. So for your camcorder, if you do have okay, first of all, let me go back to that. So if you want to use a webcam, this is pretty good. Now the webcam, I always recommend you going to Logitech. Logitech has never disappointed me at all. So if you can find a Logitech USB webcam, then you go for it. This one is $25. Okay. All right. But see, you don't want to use audio with this one. And normally I don't recommend stuff that I don't have, but let's just go ahead and I'll recommend this. So webcam. I would say $25 because that's what it. And I'll put the link in there. Now, for instance, if you all have a camcorder, you can use that device that I just showed you. And I forgot how much I paid for it. There you go. Oh, there it is. So, oh, it's unavailable. Oh, but here's another one. That's the same thing. $12. $12, man. You can't beat that. $12. They only got. I would buy that, but I don't need another one. Now, capture card. How much was that? Oh, $12. Well, $13. Okay, so I put that down there. See, with that P, that's that pop stopper, what I was talking about. I put this down here because a lot of you may have things in your home and you don't even know that you have it and that you can use it for streaming. You can use your cell phone for streaming, as long as you can hook up your cell phone to an external HDMI feed. You can use this capturing card, and I know some of y'all got your cell phones are more expensive than the rent that you pay or the mortgage that you pay. You can use those. Hook your camera phone up to this capturing device, and you can use that as your camera. You won't need a webcam. Okay. The only thing you have to do is find a whatever connection it is to your phone to HDMI. So if you have an iPhone and it doesn't have the USB-C type, you can use that. So let's see if we can find the cable on Amazon. USB-C to HDMI for Android. Android phone. Okay. So here's an adapter right here. It's pretty awesome. Okay. So you see what I'm looking at? This is I don't know why some Android phones still use that damn connection, but they do have that connection to USB-C now. I'm going to go ahead and put that in the cart. But when you get that, you got to make sure that it's compatible with the type of phone that you have. See more? Okay. So if you get this, I'm not going to put this in the description or anything, but yeah. But if you want to use your cell phone, you can just easily type in USB-C or whatever connection to HDMI for cell phone, and you can plug this up to your that capturing device that I recommend, and you can use your cell phone as your camera. The only problem with that is that you're going to have to put your phone on don't disturb, because if you get a call in the middle of it, then you are going to primarily lose that connection. So that's what you want to do. I'm not going to put this on a list because I don't use it, and I don't know. That's just for people that already have a cell phone. I'm quite sure your cell phone is very expensive, and It costs more than what you're paying for rent or mortgage. So you can use that. You know what I'm saying? If you got an iPhone 12 or 16 or whatever the other new iPhone number is now, you can actually use that. Um, Now, okay, lighting. Now, I told y'all yesterday about the different lighting that you have to get. Let me make sure I got the camera, all that. Okay. I told you about the different lighting that you can get, right? When you started, when you start to get lighting, you must be very specific on lighting. Because I looked at a video, one of my first videos that I ever did for Michelle. I was looking back at that video and I saw exactly what I was telling y'all, warning y'all not to do. The flickering of the light, it's depending on what type of light that camera sees. It's going to flicker, and that's what it did at the beginning of her video. When we did like the interlude, you can see the lights flickering. It's not because that the building was losing power. It's just that's what that camera sees. Now, depending on what type of lighting is used, you're going to get that image. So you're going to, when you do video, you want to look for video lighting. If you're doing photography, you want to do photography lighting. That is a big mistake that a lot of people get. A lot of people do. And when they do their streams, they see that their streams don't look as good as what they should have. All right. So we're going to look for video lighting. Okay. So tell you how my lighting is set up. Now I have overhead with my fan, my ceiling fan. I have a ring light that my camera is right in front of, and I have two additional lights on the left and right side of me. That's why y'all can see my beautiful face. Ain't it so beautiful, y'all? Yeah. Vogue on them. Right? So, this is what you need. This is what you need. You need video lighting. Okay? So, I can let y'all search around on that one. You don't necessarily have to go through all the stuff that I have. But this is pretty cool. You want the lighting that has the different temperature settings. Okay, hold up. Okay, 3200 kals to 5600 LED panel, photography and video, because it's LED. Okay, I don't see the back of it, so I don't know. But preferably if you get video lighting, you want the ones. Oh, now that is sexy. That is sexy right there. Yeah. Okay. So on the back of this, on the back of these lighting, these are mobile as well. These have battery packs that you can put. See that? These have battery packs that you can put on the back, and you can make this mobile. See these two battery packs, and then you have temperature settings on this. So this is pretty good. And these are the bond. These come with the barnyard doors. Let me go ahead and put that. And evidently these change colors, so you can have you a nice little funky stream. And with your cell phone, your cell phone up to it, you can do all the colors and stuff like that. So that's pretty good. You don't necessarily have to do this, but see, it's recommended for streamers, Zoom, YouTube, WebEx, I don't know what that is, and photography. So it is used for streamers. Okay, so make sure it says streamers or video. So this is pretty good. And Newer makes pretty good products. So I'm just going to put lighting in here. And I would say let's do 300 and under. And the reason why I say 300 and under is watch how generous I'm going to be. Hey, Abby, man, I appreciate you coming in, brother. I appreciate you chiming into most of the streams that come in. Guess what the gaming show is going to do for you? You just have to remind me. I'm going to go see Batman, and I'm going to go see Uncharted Saturday. So I'm taking myself out on a date. All right? When Batman and Uncharted comes out, guess who's going to get a digital code for that? You, sir. I'm giving you a digital code for Batman, the Batman, and I'm giving you a digital code for Uncharted. Just remind me when those those movies come out. Just make sure that you have a Vudu or Movies Anywhere account. And the Gamer Show is no disappointment. We don't blow smoke up your butt. We do promise. Every promise that we make here on the Gamer Show, we give that stuff out, man. You can ask Chimmy. You can ask anybody that watches the Gamer Show, man. Just some days we feel generous and we appreciate the love and stuff and all that other stuff, man. When the Batman comes out on Blu-ray and when Uncharted comes out on Blu-ray, you will get both movies, brother. We appreciate you watching and chiming in and participating in the discussion, man. So, Abby gets those two movies, man. All right, just remind me, I'll set a reminder for myself. But you get those two movies. Just make sure you have either Vudu or iTunes, because it's a code that you're gonna have to redeem. Because I'm not gonna mail you the movie. I'm gonna just give you the code so you can watch it. So there you go. And if you're watching on Facebook or Twitch, like, who the hell is he talking to? Yeah, like I told y'all, we're streaming on multiple programs. So, so lighting under $300. Oh, Abby, you have to send me your email address. Send me the email address to thagamersshow@gmail.com. It's just how it's spelled. thagamersshow@gmail.com. And send me that info. And before I send you that code, I will give you a call to make sure that it is you. And so nobody watching the stream say, hey, I'm Abby. No, bro. No, you're not. Because we used to do it through YouTube Messenger, but they took that out. So, to secure your two movies, man, just email me. Email me right now so I'll know, and put the time in that you emailed me so I know that it's you. All right. So getting back. So the lighting is essential, because you want people to see your face, or you want them to see the product that you're doing or reviewing or talking about or whatever. But lighting is essential. So is the video, and so is the audio. Okay. When you first start off streaming, you're probably not going to have, everything that you need and stuff like that. Or your first stream may not come out as good as you like, but if you're persistent with it, of course, over time, you'll get to that point. For instance, me, when I first started streaming, my streams didn't come off really good. Although I did have the equipment, I didn't really know how to use it and hook it up and all that other stuff. So I got better with time, and now it's what you see. You know what I'm saying? Still not at 100% where I would like to be, but it's good enough for me for right now. All right. Um. So. Um. So I got all the important stuff pretty much out of the way. The lighting, capturing card, web cameras, audio, mic, monitors, mobile monitors, laptops, PCs. Okay. Trying to see if I missed anything. And with the mixers, there's no question saying you have to get microphones. Um, and you can get what's called a lapel mic if you do that, or they're called lav mics. I'll do XLR. Okay. So I forgot to mention this. Now, if you are doing the mixer, you want to go with XLR mics. Now, you can go with wireless mics. The only thing about wireless mics is sometimes they may lose a signal or your battery may just go kaput. If you're doing an XLR mic, which these are right here, you can hook this straight up to your mixer board. And you see that little, it's called a dead cat. You put this dead cat on here. You will probably do this if you're outside. So if you have an outdoor mixer like a Zoom H4 and you're recording audio, or you're hooking this up straight to your camera or whatever, then that dead sock that would cut a lot. If the wind is blowing real bad, then it'll cut that wind out. This is just a regular mic sock that you put on. But if you're doing XLR, you want to use this type of stuff. And let me put this in a cart. And these are phantom powered as well. And what is phantom power, you say? Well, phantom power is what your mixer board would need. It gives it 48 volts to get that clear audio. So, again, this is if you're doing multiple people, right? If you have a lot of guest panelists, you can hook them up. If you're doing an interview and you don't feel like having a mic in front of your face, you can do it free spirit. If you want to do a wireless microphone system, then you can do a wireless lapel or lav mic system. But this is the type of microphones that I would recommend you to use if you're doing the mixer. Okay, so the only thing you have to do is just search for lav microphones, and I'll copy this and put it in there. Lapel or lav mics, and I would say $80. Okay. So let's make sure that we got everything on here, and then I'll go over it at the end. PC, okay, monitors, microphones, webcams, capture cards, and lights. Is that for the hardware? Okay. So take from this list. I'm going to post it in the replies. So for everybody, sorry, for everybody watching on Twitch, Facebook, and YouTube, you have all the links there, so you can follow those. Now you can mix and match whether you want to. You don't need all of this. You don't need every last piece of hardware that I recommend. You can see the hardware that you need, and then you could you can make your decision to see if you can find something a little bit more cheaper, a little bit better quality. But as far as the PC and the laptop, you want to stick with what I recommend. You want to, if you're going the Intel way, you want to stick with i7 processor or better, i7 or i9, or something equivalent to that on the AMD side, as well as the laptop. You would want to have a powerful graphics card in there as well. You would want a decent amount of space on your hard drive, and you want enough RAM. I recommend anything over 32 gigs of RAM. Anything under that, if you're running Windows 11, you may boggle your system down quite a bit depending on what you have running at the same time. Depending on how much stuff you have hooked up to your PC, it may boggle it down. So you need a powerful processor, and that's either AMD or Intel processor to use with that. So everything that I recommend to you, man, if you want to start your own podcast, or you want to start your own streaming thing, or even if you want to take this and do this for a business, just take what I give you, and you could just cater it to your needs. And again, I offer these classes for free, absolutely free. I don't ask for anything in return. The only thing I ask for is that if you want to donate to the Gamer Show, you can do that by using our Cash App, which is in the description. It doesn't matter how much you send, or if you send anything at all. But my other payment that I would ask you to do is, if you're successful in doing this, following these tutorials, pass it on. Because what happens is, the reason why I do this is because when I first started watching streamers, I think it started when I first got my PlayStation 4, and I discovered Twitch. Then I would watch these streamers, and when I would ask them and compliment them on their streams, nobody would reply to me. So I said, forget it, man. I'm just going to do it myself. So I was already a videographer. I already had a lot of the equipment, not all of it, but a majority of it. And then I just pieced stuff together from what I knew as a videographer, and I came up with knowing how to stream. Now, everything that I do now, I've learned either from trial and error, or I watch some YouTube tutorials. So that's what you have to do. And don't take my word just don't go off of my word for anything. I want you to do your due diligence. I want you to research before you go off and do what I recommend you to do. Get a couple of different opinions, because if you do it this way, you're putting a lot of dedication into your craft, and this is not cheap with anything, any type of venture that you go into, whether you're doing collectibles or whether you're doing cooking and stuff like that. It's always expensive. So you're going to pay a lot of money. Depending on how much money that you pay, that's how much of your craft you want to get out there to the world to make it perfect. You know what I'm saying? Or damn nearly perfect. But yeah, just everything that's in the chats. So I posted everything that I wrote here in the chats. So you have the links. You can click on the links, and you can go there and just shop around and see if it fits you. Okay. Also, y'all, don't forget to go to KastAway. Okay. They just launched yesterday, and they have a lot of goods, some home decor stuff that you can go there and you can check out, man. So y'all want to definitely go check that out. They have a brick and mortar store that's in the DMV area. If you're closer, you can go pick your items up, or you can have them shipped to you. Also, check out my man at Spliff City, Michael Thompson. He sell that 420 apparel. You know what I mean? So y'all want to go there, get you some 420 apparel, hats, all assortment of types of items and stuff like that. Y'all go shout him out. And with KastAway and with Split City, man, tell them that the Gamer Show sent you. See if you can get a discount, because everybody needs a discount. But you know, if you go to KastAway, don't ask for a discount, because these people just got started, and you know, but later on down the line, definitely ask for a discount. Hey, the Game Show sent me, can I get a discount? And don't look for no outrageous discount, y'all. I'm just saying, I don't even know if they offer discounts. I'm just putting it out there, but not right now. They don't. I know Split City does offer sort of discounts. I don't know what it is, but y'all can go check that out. But y'all go check out Split City and KastAway, man. KastAway is in the description. Split City with Michael Thompson. I'll put that in the description. Y'all go check him out. But I thank everyone who came in and watched the episode. I hope I stayed clear enough for you all to get the information that you need. Please go out and go ahead and be successful in this venture if you want to do it. Again, Sunday at 2:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we will go over OBS. We will go over everything in OBS. Okay, so once you get your computer, you download the OBS software, and if you got all the stuff like the mics, the lighting, and all that everything that you need to go ahead and full blast, I'm going to show you everything that you need, because some of the people on YouTube, they don't like to share these secrets. I don't know why, man. It's so much money out here to be made doing the streaming thing that they just want to, hog it for themselves, man. I don't know. But, hey, I'm letting the cat out the bag. No pun intended. But, again, thank you all for watching. And, again, don't forget to check out KastAway. And, yeah, I'll see y'all. I got a call coming in. That's work.